There's nothing more American than PBS. It's a safe place where kids learn and grow, and where grown-ups are informed, entertained, and inspired. PBS is one of America's greatest resources for 50 years strong, and PBS needs your help to keep going for another 50.
We will have done a great service
for our future. Visit Protect My Public Media to learn more, because there's nothing more American than PBS.
President Donald Trump is ratcheting up tough trade negotiations by threatening to place much higher tariffs on several countries starting on August 1st. Most of the 14 countries targeted are in Asia, including Japan and South Korea, some of the U.S.'s largest trading partners and staunchest allies. William Brangham joins us now with more. William?
That's right, Amna. In addition to those, some of the other nations targeted are Myanmar and Laos at 40%, Cambodia and Thailand at 36%, Japan and South Korea will get 25% tariffs. For more on the implications this will have on the relationship between America and its Asian allies, we are joined by Wendy Cutler. She's the vice president at the Asia Society Policy Institute and previously was acting deputy U.S. Trade Representative. Wendy Cutler, thank you so much for being here. I wonder how serious are these nations taking these tariff threats? The president argues that he is making them to trigger deal making. Do you believe that that's what's going to actually happen here?
Look, I think these countries are taking these letters that were sent yesterday very seriously. For most Asian countries, the U.S. is their largest export market, so high tariffs would really have serious implications for them. So I expect to see negotiations to intensify until the next deadline set by the president of August 1.
I mean, the president argues that he's imposing these tariffs to counter what he argues are unfair tariffs put by those other countries upon the United States. Is that a fair argument that he's making?
Well, look, countries could open their markets more. And frankly, I think some success is already being made to get countries to lower their tariffs and get rid of their non-tariff measures. But take a country like Korea, where we have a free trade agreement. We have zero tariffs with Korea now. So in some ways, a 25% tariff not only doesn't make sense, but goes against our obligations under that agreement with Korea.
Right. Japan and South Korea are America's, I believe, sixth and seventh largest trading partners. And as we mentioned, they are key allies in this region, especially when it comes to countering China's influence. Is this ratcheting trade war going to change that dynamic, change that relationship in any meaningful way?
I think so. I think there are long-term implications for the continuous pressure we're putting on these countries in the trade area. Both Korea and Japan have been, strong allies, and on the economic front have been partners on our economic security agenda, including trying to create and maintain resilient supply chains and bolstering cooperation on shipbuilding and energy and semiconductors. So in some ways, we're missing the larger picture. And I worry that these countries are going to look at us differently and treat us differently going forward, even if they're able to reach a deal on August 1. This has not been a great experience for them.
One of the fears that people have raised is that if we do antagonize our allies, that they might move closer in ways large and small to China. Is that a concern that you share?
It's a concern, but I'm not overly concerned in that many countries in Asia have their own problems with China and very much want to maintain a relationship with the United States in order to reduce their dependence on China. So I think there will be some fallout, and we'll see more cooperation between some of these Asian countries and China. But I don't see them moving into the China camp because of these tariff wars.
I mean, the president argues that he's doing this and that no previous president has been able to because of his business acumen. And I wonder, does this tariffs on, tariffs off policy seem like, or can you glean a coherent economic policy that the president is trying to articulate here?
Look, it's difficult. And, it just seems day by day there seems to be a different objective for these tariffs, either bringing manufacturing home or raising revenues or getting rid of unfair trade practices. So there is a lot of confusion and the deadlines keep, they keep moving. And so there's so much uncertainty and chaos. And this, I think, is impacting our economy and the global economy where forecasts now for global economic growth are being revised downward as we speak.
All right, that is Wendy Cutler of the Asia Society Policy Institute. Thank you so much for your insights. Really appreciate it.